Greetings, welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Now, today we are going to go ahead and take a look at the Death card in the reverse position, okay? So we'll go ahead and take a look at what it means if we are talking about a general reading, if you're talking about love, relationships, if you're talking about your career and finances, and finally, if we're talking about anything that is spiritual in nature, how to live your life in that way, okay? So we'll talk about what it means when this card is in the reverse position, okay? So first thing to remember is that death always ushers a change of some sort, okay? Does this what it means when it's upright? That's what it means when it's reverse. However, when it's in reversal position, it means that it shows that there is some resistance to a change that's being made, and you're having there's an inability to really move forward in some way. So it kind of shows that you are holding on to the past. And like by holding on to the past is really going to limit how you can proceed in the future. So don't block your blessings by holding on to grievances or things from the past or memories from the past that are not allowing you to kind of move on with your life, right? It's like if you don't, you'll never go anywhere if you don't go to the next step, right? So if you're having like a hard time in life or a hard time in your decision, okay, just let go of whatever you're asking about, right? And you should be assured to understand that life moves on. So fighting passing time is only going to leave you feeling regretful in the end, right? When you hold on to something for so long, okay? So this is basically general. In a general reading, this is like holding on to things, repression, not being able to let go, right, of things or people or situations. If this is in a love reading, this could mean, let's say that you are in a relationship, okay, and this card comes up. This could show that you might be like in a losing battle, right? This relationship is probably way past its due. It's probably run its course some time ago, and yet you're still in it. So maybe there's some type of level of dependency. It could be financial, it could be being afraid of being alone, it could be so many things, right? Of why people stay in relationships that they don't want to be in. It could just be like you feel like you just have an obligation to do so. So this is kind of what that means, and you need to really kind of think about if you want to like stay in this type of energy, understand that you're never gonna get to a place where you're happy when you're in a dead end job or dead end relationship, right? So you need to really kind of think about that. If it's not about your current relationship, it could be this card also comes up when someone from your past resurfaces and they try to re-enter your life, right? So this could be an ex that's trying to come back in your life. And that's up for you to decide what to do with that, right? So that's a situational thing. If you're single, right, and you're ready to mingle and you out here and this card shows up, it means that you probably are involved in some type of negative pattern of behavior that is causing you to do the same things over and over in love. And you need to try to pinpoint what are these unintentional patterns that you keep repeating that are not allowing you to heal and to finding better solutions for your love life, okay? So you need to find like healthier options, and I'd seek therapy, right? If this comes up in a single reading and you really want a relationship and this keeps coming up, this is a therapy card for me, right? It means you're doing the same old things and expecting different results. Okay. If this comes out and it's in about your career and finances, okay? In a career, this could mean that you are really being asked, maybe even forcefully, to change the direction of your career or your job to some degree, okay? So it says that you might be resistant to change and that you have this false sense of security about this job that you have, but maybe the job is unfulfilling, or it could like just be debilitating to some degree, right? And it's like you don't really want to do this job, but you're just holding on to it for security purposes. So This could also mean that at your job, you have to think about what it means for you, but this could also mean that you might be behaving unethically in some way to kind of climb up the ladder at your work. And if you are doing that, you're actually being warned to maybe just like stop doing that, and because you cannot stop the change of something, okay? Um, when things are destined to happen in the universe, don't put your foot in your mouth by trying to will something else to happen that's not supposed to. Okay. When this card comes up, this is a big indication of that if you're asking about your job. If you're talking about your finances, this means that your finances are probably in turmoil. You're probably distressed, honestly, about your finances if this comes up. And you need to go back to the past actually and rethink about your relationship with money and what you can do in the upcoming. You can't do anything about that happened in the past, but what you can do is examine some of those patterns that you were doing that led you into this situation. And you got to maybe even seek some help for improving your financial situation. So remember, this is just a temporary condition, and you need to just get realistic about how you handle your money in the future. Okay. Finally, if this is coming up in a spiritual, you're just asking in general, this is the card of a spiritual death, right? So when this card is upright, it already means someone who has undergone maybe grief or heartbreak, right? It's what I said in the last video. But when it's in the reverse, it shows that like you are so grieved that you're like in a dark hole, and you're having a hard time finding the light or your way out of it. And you might be feeling very cynical at this time about life and the world and the universe and how things are working for you. But this is just a reminder to really take it one day at a time, right? If you're going through something that is difficult, try to see try to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And remember, even from the imagery, right? A new day comes after the dawn or the darkness, right? So you are promised a new day. As long as you're still here, you're promised a new day. So try to I don't know, cheer up, Buttercup, right? But just be aware that the universe understands that you are going through it right now, and take it easy, right? And take it slow. All right, so that's all I have for the death card in the reverse position, and I hope that was helpful for anyone who got anything out of that. Thanks, bye.